Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
I'm not even sure what to say. I'm not feeling comfortable with him sitting on the sideline crying like that. That makes me uncomfortable. So that tells me he's not in shape to play. I mean, I don't know how this night is going to turn out. But to be sitting on the sideline a few minutes before the game crying, that makes me uncomfortable for him. That's just not a good look, in my personal opinion. I mean, he is clearly devastated, like we all would be if we lost a sibling. But sitting on the sideline, like right before the game, that makes me uncomfortable.
Let me tell you something. First of all, my thing with Barkley, obviously I'm not a fan, so you already know a lot of heat is probably going to come from my mouth in regards to this jerk. But I will say this: it was his opinion, and that's my opinion.
Yes.
He may not even realize the harm he would do to himself by saying something stupid like that. All right, but
doesn't know.
You know, and I'm not letting this guy. I'm not letting this guy off the hook. Make no mistake. But I just think that, first of all, if you're not going to say something correct, then just shut the fuck up, and that's it. But you understand? If you're not going to say something intelligent, something that shows that you can sympathize with the dude, you need to shut up.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Exactly.
That's just what it fucking comes down to. You understand? For this jerk off to go and say you're not. I don't give a shit if you're comfortable or not, to be honestly. You understand? I really give less than two fucks. You understand? I can really give less than two fucks in that matter. But my thing is, I'm going to give Isaiah Thomas so much credit because my thing is this: people mourn in different ways. You understand?
Right. Yes.
The man may have not wanted to be by himself. You understand? And he might have wanted to have the basketball take his mind off his devastating loss of his sister. You know, it could be a variety of reasons. So I got to give this dude credit. And he went out and performed on top of it.
Mm-hmm. He showed out.
33 points. Last four digits is 3704. Welcome in the paint. Introduce yourself and where you calling from.
Peace, y'all. This is Holip from Brooklyn.
What's up?
What's up, brother?
What's up? How y'all doing?
All right, man.
Good. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. Yeah, man. You know, just to touch on what y'all was talking about, you know what I feel uncomfortable with?
What's that?
Bootlicking niggas.
Here you go.
I feel uncomfortable with coons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And see, this, and the thing about it is, Charles Barkley, and I guess other people who think just like him, have this superficial perspective of what a man is.
Mm-hmm.
It's all superficial. I would rather have a man show genuine emotions, you know, than to have a man sit up there and be a bootlicker and not speak truth to power.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yes, sir.
How you going to be a man and you're going to talk down and punch down on people that have less power than you?
Right.
Let them know.
So, you know, people need to get their perspective right on what really is a man. Because showing emotions, to me, does not lessen your manhood. If anything, that makes you more of a man. Because at least you're emotionally honest.
Exactly.
Keep it real.
You know? This fake, the people got this fake perception, this superficial perception, like you're supposed to be standing up there pretending as if nothing affects you. And for what? What are you doing that for?
Absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. It's like, this guy, I'm uncomfortable. Who gives a fuck what you uncomfortable with, you bootlicking nigga? Yep. You uncomfortable. You know how many times Charles Barkley has made me uncomfortable? I get uncomfortable just hearing him trying to put a sentence together. With his uneducated, illiterate ass.
He's probably uncomfortable trying to put a sentence together. Exactly.
Right.
Amen.
Right. And you know the white folks love hearing him talk because they know, here come this big dumb nigga.
Yo, Holip, you are segueing right into what I want to get into. Did everybody here saw that movie, Undercover Brother?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Now, the part that the white dude played, oh man, what's his name? He used to be on Saturday Night Live.
That's Chris Kattan, right? Chris Kattan?
Yes, Chris Kattan.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can see NBA, ABC execs looking like him saying, we got to support Charles Barkley. We got to support Charles Barkley because he's exactly what we want on TV.
Yeah, exactly. A big dumb nigga.
I swear. Exactly.
Wow.
Right.
You
Can
know,
I piggyback?
That's what they love them, big and dumb, man. You just get a big dumb nigga that's smiling. They love that shit.
And the way Charles Barkley talks, I bet you if they wrote a script for him, they wouldn't have to give him the script on paper. That's the way he thinks.
Just be yourself.
Yeah, just be yourself. Be dumb, be uneducated, you know. Support anything the people in power say. And rail against your own people. I mean, that's the recipe for success.
Exactly.
Right. The man's sister died, and my thing is also, why were the cameras on him every second? We didn't need to see that. We know he's grieving. We know that, and
because that's good TV.
Yeah.
You know, they always see they're gonna do what they do. You know,
that's the script. They're
gonna do what they do.
It's theater.
Right, yep. And also we've seen in sports where like when Marcus Camby's sister and mother were abducted by his sister's boyfriend or whatever.
Right.
He didn't play well, and the Knicks wound up losing the series. And we've seen where something like this, you know, actually helped somebody, like when Brett Favre's father died and when Michael Jordan's father died. You know, they played lights out. And Isaiah Thomas came out, and he's the smallest dude in the NBA right now, standing at 5'9" or so, and he had a great game. And you know, I'm sad that, you know, he had to be used the way he's being used, because we didn't need to see the cameras in his face.
No, absolutely not.
Well, like I said, that's what they do.
He didn't win.
That's what they do. They there to exploit whatever they feel can get, you know, some type of emotional reaction. That's just what they do. But that doesn't have anything to do with what the guy is feeling.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's like Charles Barkley, for him to even, like, and I agree. I don't know who was saying it, but I've said this often myself. This is the problem when you have people who have talk radio or talk this or talk that. It's not necessary to comment on every goddamn thing. Some things you don't have to comment on.
Exactly.
Yep. You know, but they feel the need to do it because, well, it's a talk show, so let me talk about it, even though I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Exactly.
I'm just going to comment on it, you know, and say some ignorant shit just to be talking. And my brother says something. There's a phrase that he didn't create it, but he often mentions it, and I use it a lot. A wise man speaks because he has to say something. Because he has something to say, and a fool speaks because he has to say something.
Basically.
Yep. And we see Charles Barkley put his foot in his mouth constantly, and like you said, Holip, he's inarticulate. Like you also said, he's narrow-minded. He's just an ass.
Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Exactly. And people try to give him this perception that Charles keeps it real. No, he don't. Whatever. You don't know what real is.
Also, like you said, Mark,
they pay me to say this and they pay me to say that, but I don't really have a mind of my own.
Right. Duh.
Exactly.
Right, and like you said, Holip, he's never wanted to be a man. From his stance when he said he wasn't a role model, he didn't want to be a man then, and he's not a man now.
Yep.
What side has Charles Barkley been on all of these police killings?
The police.
Know.
You know what happens when you're a stupid idiot? You know what happens when you downgrade a man expressing real emotions?
Yes, sir. I do know what happens.
You know what happens, right?
Oh, I know what happens.
Charles Barkley, you just made the list. You stupid idiot.